What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. Today we're actually working on the Audi Q7 TDI, throwing on a new set of wheels and tires, and then while we're underneath the car with the wheels and tires off, we're gonna do some brakes and rotors. Just something that's like been overdue for this car. This SUV, is my girlfriend's daily driver every single day. It's a 2015, believe it or not, and in my opinion it looks really good for being an 8-year-old SUV. It looks a hell of a lot better than like half the Hyundais and every other foreign SUV that you got sitting here on the roads today. And right now it's completely stock with the exception of window tint. We did do a 20% window tint in the front windows just to match the factory rear, and then we did do a full 50% windshield tint because you know we love windshield tint. But in general, this thing is kind of like a timeless looking vehicle, just like the Corvette here behind me too. This thing's 25 years old, and I don't think it really looks that old, especially with some of the mods that we did. Now, for example, Cobalt here up behind the Corvette, that thing looks old, and realistically, it's not much older than like even this thing. So either way, like I said, wheels and tires on the TDI, a long overdue mod. It's gonna really spice the look of this thing up. Let me show you what we got. All right, so honestly, we didn't want to go too flashy with the wheels. This one's obviously backwards, but we ended up picking up a really nice set of OEM Sport, so SQ7 wheels off of 2023 with legit 300 miles on them. That's it. The guy bought the vehicle with the wheels, didn't like the wheels, ordered new wheels. Wheels came in like a week, and then, you know, Audi took these off and put on his new ones. So these are actually, I think they're going to look really good. So that is one issue. Like, I hate seeing gaudy wheels on classy vehicles, and this is just going to keep the look OEM plus. I love new gen wheels on older gen vehicles. I do think they look super good. And then from there, like I said, we do got brakes, rotors, all that fun stuff. We have slotted and drilled rotors from Powerstop, fronts up there, rears in the box down below the air compressor, and we do have some carbon fiber pads. And honestly, the biggest reason for the brakes and rotors are not that the vehicle even needs them. That thing, I don't know, maybe some of you other TDI or Q7 Audi people could be with me on this. That thing stops terribly, and at first I thought it was just my girlfriend because she was used to driving a pretty sporty Ford Fusion, like the EcoBoost and all that fun stuff, and that thing obviously stopped on a dime. But I drive this thing also, and I agree, the stopping power is not there. So hopefully these power stops will correct that issue. And for anybody curious, we do have to run a wheel adapter, which I'm not the biggest fan of, I'll be honest with you. These are from Venom, however. It is a T6 stainless, hub centric. So basically this is taking our current wheels, which are like a 5x130, and adapting them to a 5x112, which is what's on all the brand new Q7s and everything like that. So basically we'll get the vehicle in the shop, we'll get everything torn apart, we'll throw brakes and rotors on, we'll throw wheels on, we'll see how good she looks, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, got one wheel and tire on. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. First reaction, I don't think she's going to like it. Now, seeing like the slotted drilled and rotors, that looks awesome. But B, there is stance, and I honestly did not want to have stance on this vehicle. I didn't want the wheels to poke. Now, having the wheels aligned flush, I'm cool with flush. I think flush will look good, and maybe the rears will sit flush. However, the fronts stick out, and I'll be honest, I don't think she's going to like that in general, and I don't even know if it's going to rub. And the only difference is I went with a 20mm adapter in hopes, and so I was afraid a 15mm adapter, which is the smallest adapter they make, would be too small as far as like fitting lug nuts and stuff. Back here, here's the issue with 15mm adapters. If you could see right there, right where see where like the lug nut comes out, a 15, I was afraid it was going to be too small and hit the wheels. However, literally 5mm isn't going to push the wheel in much further than what it is right now. So I don't think the adapters are the issue. It's the offset of the wheels. I'm a truck dude, man, so like I do truck stuff, never really mess with Audi stuff. However, this wheel and tire combination, holy crap, does it fill the wheel well out a lot better than the old ones did. Here's a good comparison side by side. These are a lot bigger. These are, I honestly don't even know offhand, 285 40 21, whereas the stocks are 275 45 20. So wheels an inch bigger, these puppies are a little bit thicker, and I knew that. However, I didn't realize, like I said, how much poke these things were going to have, and I honestly don't think she's going to like that too much. So either way, here's a good comparison brakes and rotors wise. Stock pads and our new carbon fiber pads, and honestly the old pads aren't terrible. Like I said, it's just the fact that they don't freaking stop. So all that, and one thing I didn't realize, I should have looked at all the packaging. It came with all the brand new brake sensors, and I put the old one on the driver's side. But either way, when I do all 4 brakes, I'm gonna take this thing out for a drive anyways, break everything, and then I gotta come back and pull the wheels, and I do want to retorque the adapters. So when I pull this wheel off to retorque the adapters, I'll throw this side brake sensor on. So honestly, not going to bore you guys anymore with this. I'm going to do the other 3 sides, and I'll show you guys like the final result. And then honestly, we'll get a good reaction whenever she gets home. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm super curious to see what she thinks, because I'm I don't know, I'm pretty split. I like it, but I also don't like it. What do you guys think? I'm not sure, to be completely honest. Like, they stick out further than I wanted them to stick out. I wanted them to be 100% flush, and they're not. Full pavement, like full flat pavement, nothing rubs. However, in my driveway, that is like a hill grade, if you will, they do rub. We'll see what she thinks, but here, check this out. I mean, it's not bad. She is definitely on the thick side, if you will. They do stick out. I mean, the 21s and I believe the 285s, I mean, it definitely, 285 40s if I'm not mistaken, it definitely fills the wheel wells out a lot, so like that part looks pretty good. However, like I said, the only thing for me is they do poke a little bit more than I wanted them to poke. So we'll find out. Maybe it will grow on us. I'm not sure. It does. Holy crap, it does change the look of this vehicle, that it doesn't not. Brakes, of course, turned out really, really good. So they look good. We did the break-in period, break-in sequence that Powerstop recommends for that. I mean, she is thick. There ain't no doubts. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So we're gonna hang out here. I did want to wash it, but honestly, I'm kind of running out of time at this point. So we're gonna see what she thinks when she gets home, and we'll go from there. All right, what's up, guys? John from editing mode here in my office. This 5-minute footage here of her getting home and giving us her reaction on what she thinks about the new wheels on her Audi kind of got ruined because me filming for 7 years, I forgot to turn the microphone on to record the footage. Like, she even pulls in the driveway in my truck, gives y'all a nice rev of that 5-inch straight pipe diesel Cummins truck. That part was cool, and I of course missed that. Either way, she gets out of the truck, we look at the wheels, and I was kind of surprised. She likes them a lot more than I thought she was going to like them. And pretty much we just kind of sit there and talk about how they stick out, what they look like for the next couple minutes here. And then even, you know, talk about the brakes, how good they look. We were going to actually re-film this, have her pull back in the driveway and do another reaction. However, I didn't want to do it because it is not honest at that point. It is literally acting, and I didn't want to falsify her reaction. So turns out she liked them. They look good. We've been whipping on them for about a week now. Everything seems to be hanging in there pretty good. Adapters are good. Everything is just it's all good. So thank you guys for watching. If like the video, if you haven't already, really appreciate that. It helps to grow the channel and help us do things like this. And thank you. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.